Hi everyone, I'm Maggie. So I have a lot of clients who just started looking for homes in Seattle, and they have been complaining how expensive Seattle has been. With about $1 million budget, what can they get in Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland? Only, all those old homes and very small homes. So they want something new and they want good school district. I actually have found 5 cities that have really good prices and great homes and school districts. And today we're going to drive there and we're going to talk about the good and bad of those cities and why I recommend them. Before we get started, I'm Maggie. I'm the leader of a top real estate group in Seattle. Last year, we closed 150 transactions, almost 180 million in sales. So if you are looking for moving to Seattle, contact us and we are here to help. Okay, let's go. The first city we are going to go is Bothell. So Bothell actually located at the north of the east side of Seattle. Bothell is famous for its really affordable price for real estate and great school district. So it belongs to North Shore School District. My first home when I came here in 2012, my first home I bought in Bothell as well. And with the same reason, great community and great school district. And North Shore School District actually was ranked number 3 last year on niche.com, right under Bellevue and Mercer Island. So Bothell actually offers one of the best school resources in our area. If I had $1 million, I can easily get a townhome that is almost new, right around 800,000, and square footage of about 2,000 square feet, 3 to 4 bedrooms. And if I have, somewhere 1 to 1.2 million, I can easily get an older home with a lot size almost over 8,000 square feet. So although it's older home, but you have higher potential. With the new HB 1110, you actually have the potential to rebuild and add an ADU. If I have over $1.3 million, I can easily get an almost new single-family home that's around 2,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms that was built by D.R. Horton, Mainview, Lennar. So, great community as well. If I have even higher budget, with 1.5 million, you can get a brand new home in Bothell. So now we're at Bothell Landing, basically behind me, the center of Bothell. This park is amazing. They have a little river back there, so they have amazing trails and great playgrounds. Bothell actually has a lot of advantages, one of them being the location. So it actually sits only 20 to 30 minutes away from Bellevue. So actually, if you commute to work in Bellevue, it's still very bearable. And number 2 is, of course, the school district. Now it has one of the best school resources in our area. Thirdly is the affordability. With around $1 million, you can actually buy a townhome or a single family that has big land, so it has great potential to grow. My first home in Bothell, I haven't sold it yet because I really think Bothell will keep growing with the new HB 1110. It has a lot of potential still. And lastly, of course, is the communities in Bothell. We have a lot of very safe and consistent communities in Bothell that a lot of families love. So although the commute has been getting really difficult because of the traffic jam that you have in Bothell, but I'm hoping in the future the city will have more expansion plan and that will solve the problem. Bothell overall is still a great city for a family that has $1 million budget. You can get a great home here and enjoy the school district in Bothell. So the next stop will be Linwood. Linwood is very different from Bothell, different vibes, because it locates in a very good location. It actually is the intersection of 405 and I-5. So if you want to commute to Seattle or Bellevue, it only takes about 30 minutes. And that's why Linwood has one of the best commercial and shops and restaurants in this area. I want to say it's actually the center of North Seattle. So Linwood also now has a light rail station, and that's why a lot of people who actually have to commute to SLU can live in Linwood now, because they don't have to drive 40-50 minutes sitting in the traffic on I-5. Now they can take light rail, and that actually boosts the economic and real estate prices in Linwood. So Linwood actually, if you have around $700,000 to $800,000 budget, you can easily get a brand new or almost new townhome. 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2,000 square feet. But of course, if you are already in Linwood, I would highly recommend for you to get a single family, because single family has better appreciation value, and then also the land worth more. So if you have around $800,000 to $1 million budget, you can get a decent single family home built in 1990s or even 2,000 square feet, 3 to 4 bedrooms. And that is actually a very good first home for a lot of people. And of course, I've heard clients being concerned about the safety issue of Linwood, because of course Linwood has Alderwood Mall, where I'm driving to right now, and then light rail station, you know, all those commercials that brings in a lot of crimes, things like that. If you do worry about that, I actually recommend Meadowdale area that is in North Linwood, close to the Puget Sound, because those areas, although commute is a little bit difficult, they actually have safer and more private communities. If you like that, I think Meadowdale is the place for you. So now we're at Alderwood Mall, one of the most popular shopping restaurant area in Linwood. And of course, except for Alderwood Mall, we have Costco, H-Mart, so many shopping options. Linwood has one of the best locations for sure. So it's only 30 minutes to Bellevue and Seattle. Of course, the commercial, the shopping, this is amazing. If you ask me what is the disadvantage of living in Linwood, I will have to say it's the school district, right? I have a lot of clients who want good school district. They would definitely go to Bothell or Bellevue, Kirkland. Well, of course, Linwood doesn't have the best school district, but if you do enjoy the convenience Linwood brings to you, this is a great area when you are looking for your first home. All right, so the next stop is Mount Lake Terrace. A lot of people don't really know where Mount Lake Terrace is. It's actually right under Linwood. So it's south of Linwood, and as you can see, it's pretty close to I-5. And now Mount Lake Terrace has the light rail station. So a lot of people who actually work in South Lake Union, now they would choose Mount Lake Terrace just because they have a light rail station, and the prices are quite affordable there. And this year, I don't know why, but our team actually put 3 homes in Mount Lake Terrace on the market. All of them were sold within a week. So I will say it is one of the brightest, the newest stars in Seattle area. So if you only have like $700,000, $800,000, you can still buy in Mount Lake Terrace a single family home that was built around 70s or 80s. We bought a home for an investor in California, and that was last year. We paid around $850,000 for that home, move-in ready condition, 2,200 square feet inside, 9,000 square feet for the yard. After the closing, we actually rented out, find a renter paying $3,400 to my client. So it's great investment in Mount Lake Terrace. Or if you want to see, you know, I want to buy a newer home, around $1 million, you can buy 2,000 square feet, almost brand new homes. We just put a 1.3 million home on the market in Mount Lake Terrace. Great community, and everything is so modern, move-in ready. We sold it within a week. So if you're looking for great location and good communities, newer homes, Mount Lake Terrace definitely has all those affordable homes for you. So now we're at Mount Lake Terrace light rail station. It actually, you know, you can see the surroundings and everything is pretty beautiful. Being away from all the commercial centers, Montlake Terrace is more private. Well, if you ask me what is the disadvantage of living in Montlake Terrace, I can only think of the school district. It is in Edmond School District. It doesn't have really highly rated schools, but you know what? There's a city right next to Montlake Terrace. It's called Briar. It's a small city. A lot of people don't know about it either. Briar has better cities and bigger land. So if you want more privacy and good schools, you can actually live a little bit east to Montlake Terrace. And as we mentioned, Montlake Terrace is not like Linwood, have big malls and everything. But after we put so many listings in Montlake Terrace, we actually find out it's only 5 minutes driving to, Shoreline, all the big malls, Costco, and Alderwood Mall. So it's actually a very convenient area. If your budget is around $700,000 to $1.3 million, want a decent home, newer home, Montlake Terrace is absolutely your first pick. All right, so Montlake Terrace is absolutely one of my favorite cities in the north. And the next city we are going is maybe more famous. It's called Shoreline. So Shoreline is only a little bit south of Montlake Terrace. Well, the prices, real estate prices are a little bit more expensive because it's also closer to downtown Seattle and SLU. A lot of people don't know about Shoreline School District. It's actually one of the best in this area as well. I think it's rated right under Maple Valley School District. A lot of high schools like Shoreline High is highly rated, and they have private schools like Lakeside, one of the best private schools in this area as well. So if you are a family looking for great school resources, Shoreline is definitely one of your best picks. So Shoreline, comparatively speaking, is more expensive than Linwood and Montlake Terrace. A, because it's more close to downtown Seattle, and B, it has better school district. So if you have like around $900,000 to $1 million, you can only buy an old home in Shoreline, probably smaller than 2,000 square feet, needs some updates, but you have bigger land and everything, better potential as well. But if you're saying, okay, if I want like newer homes, it's probably you have to pay over $1.5 million, and you won't have a lot of options for newer single families in Shoreline. But if you're looking for like better communities, more privacy and better view even, Shoreline has one of the most famous Puget Sound view communities. It's called Richmond Beach. All the homes were built on a slope, so every home has great Puget Sound view. But the problem with that community, most homes are very old, and then it's very pricey too, probably around $1.8 million. And then B is pretty far from 99 and I-5. Anyway, Shoreline has all those, location, school districts, and good communities, but, the safety concern is one of the things people are always talk about for Shoreline. So if you are choosing communities, locations in Shoreline, I would be avoiding neighborhoods that's so close to 99 or I-5 or, big commercial area. There are a lot of, safety concerns in those areas. But anyway, if you're looking for a great school district, but cheaper than Bothell, I would say Shoreline is a good option. So now we've seen 4 cities in the north that has great value. So Bothell, Linwood, Montlake Terrace, and Shoreline. Now let's drive to the south, and we are going to Renton. Renton is really famous for its location as well. It's actually at the intersection of I-405 and I-5. Renton is a huge city. So in the north, a lot of people know the Landings, which is one of the most popular commercial centers in the south. And then besides that, Renton actually has a lot of residential area like East Renton Highlands and then Fairwood. Those places have great school district, and very affordable prices. A lot of people are concerned about renting, the safety issues, things like that. But I think there are a lot of developments going on, including expansion of I-405 southbound. I'm really excited to see how much Renton can grow in the future. So Renton is actually very affordable. They have neighborhoods like Fairwood with like $800,000. You can buy a single family home. It's older, but it has bigger lots. Of course, with the same investment, you can buy a brand new or almost brand new townhomes. But with the new HB 1110, I think is a better investment, better choice to choose a single family in Renton. Actually, Steve in my team, he bought a single family in Kennydale, which is the best part, the most expensive part of Renton, really close to Newcastle. And it's kind of a flipping project. He bought it to completely renovate it, add value, instant equity of it. And then he's also discussing with the city for the options of adding an ADU. And his plan is to rent the ADU out and living in the main home so that he can get some rental income as well. So Renton has a lot of perks, great location and then really affordable. But there are two things people don't like about Renton. One is the school district. But recently I've seen North Renton schools like Hazelwood, the rate actually increased a lot. I think it's 9 out of 10 right now. So I think that part, the school district is also developing in Renton. And Renton also has a small part of Issaquah School District that is in the east. That's called East Renton Highlands. The homes are newer, greater community, but of course you have to pay around 1.2 million to get into that community. All in all, with all those development, I think Renton has great potential. The second concern that people have about Renton is the traffic, right? We've seen a lot of people not choosing Renton because of that. From Bellevue to all the way to SeaTac, the traffic was unbearable before. But now they are expanding the southbound of I-405, trying to add one more lane just like the northbound. Hopefully, the traffic will improve. And in the future, I think we are going to see more growth potential of Renton. So today we've seen 5 cities: Montlake Terrace, Bothell, Linwood, Shoreline, and Renton. All of them have great values, but they all have their disadvantages and advantages. We actually summarize everything: commute time, school district, prices, all in this one form. Take a screenshot, and I think it will be very practical for you. Of course, looking for a home, just like selecting the area that you want to live in, it's a process of compromising. Some area has better school district, some area has better commute time. It's actually very important to know what you are looking for, what is the most important to you. And then you can make that informative decision. So which city suits you the best? Comment us below, let me know. If you like other cities, let us know as well. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more Seattle real estate news. I'm Maggie, I'll see you next time.